ridiculous. Across Twitter, all of us get when the White House and a government agency releases, all of us get it at the same time. So what this means is whether you work for the large in the world or you're a small college startup newspaper, the same access. And thing because it's precious, no longer rare. Because back in the days of the what was rare hands of a select few, but that's no longer true with information. Because utopian today in one of the Singapore, there are communities in Asia which are impoverished and destitute, deprived of basic essentials like constant running water and electricity. But even then, they have access to internet. Now, not it's all their poverty, but what this does is, what this shows is that the pervasiveness of the internet has gone to another level. It also helps agencies like the UN, the Red Cross, working in these communities, improve their lives, spread. Not long ago, the theory 6 degrees of separation, that is any can be connected in 6 steps. Whether you live in Singapore, Ethiopia, today on the 1 degree of separation. That 1 degree of separation people because years, even in those rundown classrooms with rackety creaking fans, was dropping. Computer with modicum hours people to connect and access to information. That access of information changing because at the end of the day, the rags out are people who had vast amount of access and use net or social media to live their lives in power. And to where I began, because it's a platform to express yourself, that is the most important thing. Because had Mark Antony not been allowed history as we know it would, and not long ago to have a platform like this to express yourself, to be a politician a day. But the fact that we all have a voice today and we all can be heard is a very, very even platforms like World Speech Day and TED Talks are such an important the internet to the profoundness of this can be only evident in looking at people like Bill Clinton, Zuckerberg, to people like you. Now, of course, our former US president, 500 company CEOs, companies, is important. Is as TED Talks are here to spread, can spread with a voice to be heard out here in world speech, with a passion, and I think 1 degree of separation, a fact that we and speak and have a, that for me is an idea of a better world. Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker, for mentioning how technology the world a better. For the next speaker, presenting on the topic inspired, John Pavlov is a mentor, family life analyzer, solemnizer. Let's put our hands to welcome the speaker who will be presenting the topic on the day I die. Let's welcome Chiu Ban Singh.
Good afternoon, everyone. On the day I die, on the day will happen, and a lot of things will change. The appointments will be left untouched. And being a licensed solemnizer, I have a lot of appointments. And I have a lot of appointments 3 in advance, so they will have to look else. Many plans I wanted to do will be left uncompleted. The day I die, the calendar that I have been watching will be covered. Things will change. Many things like world speech will still continue, but it will be done by someone else. People who criticize me and they like to do it nice, the sting hurt. Arguments that I've won are no longer a thing of the past. They call it the smartphone. And Vicky complains every time that she has been woken up early in the morning because people her WhatsApp every now and then. All these things are no longer friend. On the day I more than what I've just mentioned really happened. For those who knows me well, for the few friends who knows me and are close to me, there will be a year of grief. To be because so young. Feel done so many things done. And ladies, a part of I die. Matter for me, I die because I've joined the. Ladies and gentlemen, is you ready to die? Financial plan qualified. Teach people about planning for your retirement. Ladies and gentlemen, have you yourself to die? There is who work for the nursing home, the hospice. Came this survey results. 5 important things that the dying indicated. The fast in their life. Number 1, life to themselves. Many of us live parents because of our children. Do you live that you? This question. When you're dying, ask the question, what job should I be regretted so hard? They have worked so hard that they have neglected their loved ones. The third regret, to express yourself. How many people in fear because of your father, your husband, your wives? If you're true fear to the people and have compassion. For free, they spend more and keep it friends. Think about it. How many of you still are in touch with your primary school, your kindergarten friends? How many of the room? I only see a couple of hands, 3 maybe. Would it be nice if you do spend more time? It's very important of your relation and to find the be in the expectation of other people. Ladies and gentlemen, ask yourself this question. I am die anything. When you decide that it is so, when you go, you prepare yourself for what's the possibility. And when the day we go in a group, that's what you should be doing, preparing. And so what we need to do is to live every day as though it's the last day of your earth. Share relationship. Forget because, ladies and gentlemen, you are the master. You know that's whatever be. I like to with one word. Life, a choice. It's your life. It's your late with you with the tech. Enjoy ride.
Inspiring message. Indeed, through that, when you know how. So let's take this and make the world a better. Now the next speaker will be a topic called "Kind Make the World a Better Place." An English teacher and an avid photographer. Let's put our hands to welcome the speaker, Y.Y. Lee. He will be covering the topic empathy, sympathy.
A very good morning. Thank you for giving me to talk. The subject I'm talking is and compassion. It means you pity someone. Empathy, you put yourself in the shoes. And most important, compassion, action. I'll illustrate with 3 stories. The first, probably you read recently, that Madam Norisa saw a hand on a wheelchair, saw at the supermarket. Person, help the feces person, new pair of shoes for this person. And after which, spend 3 days, this couple in the later on, when they were attached to a nursing home. Somebody, I said, no academic qualification, but went on to win of the year 2000. The second story is about, I've not mentioned his name. Many years ago, he has helped an office cleaner's son. This office won us in the United States of America. The scholarship was went to apply for the embassy staff say, sorry, you have to show and support yourself. I want to see your bank account. Money is something to $100,000. So the cleaner has a fix. So this $100,000 is like a loan, just to show that you have that amount. Cleaner or this lady will loan. He spoke to all, came along. After a day of thinking, he said, yes, $100,000. There's a question mark whether I'll see. But he went ahead without hesitation. So sympathy, empathy is not good enough. He received his $100,000 was issued. Another story, if any of this to be, his name is Peter. I don't know whether it's Peter. Financial crisis is with this multinational company. Multinational company, there is a crisis. Even the blunder making, the poor, the headcount cut, half or colleagues was on. As a young man, he defied the odds. He stood up against this woman. She has a 3-year-old kid, another 3 months' time, stood up. To this lady was fair, it's a chopping tin. Going to the empathy is actually you want to serve life. I read a book, Harold Clem. He put very simple, how can we serve? How do you do it? How to be a philanthropist? And you can smoother for the how do you make better? That's all the serving. Do a little bit, and think, make things improve a little bit there, and that's what this do a little bit there, it improves their life. So thank you. He's a little bit there. Thank you.
Lee, for sharing, we can use empathy. Up, we have this speaker. Speeches, lives. Lifelong, live life to the fullest, and a dreamer. Live, he can world. Mr. Jackson.
Hello, not years in your life or years. All the occupied, many of you here in this room, alive in you. Some noise, can you applause? World speech there. We have heard from the room, the speakers. There are teachers, and my teachers lives, my life. A sample transform. I'm sure you all have your favorite. Some from you may not be a celebrity, but those words she said change your lives. Let's run to right. You give me death in the same, right? That's, of course, that's not what do for you, but I can do for your country. And likewise, to address that triology, government of, for the people. And now they have speech gives me the inspiration. Always you will hear that sound. Quite accurate? Yeah, just thank me some laughter. Give encouragement. Okay. So I was a young boy. Because rarely because my father says, if he's called old man, not for him. When you're a young boy, you are impressioned, but he caused your heart to burn. That is on primary 6 guidebook. His face, he's there. He's God. But we hear that passion. And of all the speeches that have changed lives, and yes, we can, on his way out. Here, locally, I can only speech that changed. One of the powerful Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew, he was talking about controversial speech. For he gave his critic his most original. He asked immigration, talent, Singaporeans, stayers, quitters. That was what those buzzwords came about. Us ministers, this word. I will always remember sentence burns into my. He says he asked him because the ministers do their sums. This guy says, "Speaking, this is my place, my land." But he says, if you do you're a watchful to build a country, passion. Blink, he pause. Place with passion. Trample over us bodies. His friends, that famous con is going to be a white passing. We will be ordinary for things because repeatedly and with dedication lives to our world. Let me tell you one, not like this. Fireworks, brimstone, and passion, unsung heroes. Very venue, the time unsung. Passion is not always so high-spirited. Passion is a commitment and belief. You dare to talk. No complain, never explain. Repeatedly doing what moves you, with you, and minds. When you know, that personal conviction, no words, however fluent, you move hard. Your deeds, dim. And that has power. We say, lead by example. I can't blow our eyes. I can't see. Anyway, it's time to conclude. Forget everything electronics because I'm beyond that. Calm down and key message that I hope you, which is this. Speeches, that's why remember an imperfect world, our holy to find joy, affection, not by another. But it begins with ourselves. We cannot forgive ourselves. We are our worst enemy. Yourself. When you're full overflow, you can to all your loved ones, your friends, your family. It's sounding, but it's really true. And I'm sure all of you can realize that in your mind. Hey, friends, it's what must stir your spirit on you. He did live. I saw him, and I will never forget. He managed to. This is a man why people leave, but you accept the fact that talent is, but he says, passion. This, my land, my community event is our lives, and now. And therefore, friends, of sharing these ideas as it may seem with you. Thank all my friends. Pleasure having you listening to. Back to you, Master. Give
us this make the world a better speaker. She introduces herself, sharing with you how she will be a better. The thing about her is that she's polyglot, mean 4 languages, which Mandarin. The title of her speech, Parenting. Our hands to welcome Hook.
Good morning. My name is Han. I am of parenting, follow the path where the child. I'm also author and called Journey to Success Life. My co-authors. Today I'm going to talk to you about inspired to grow. Words started this in Hokkien. Lama makan. When I asked that question, is rumbling already. Okay, that's how I started learning. Actually, Mandarin. I started learning with Hokkien. I have my brother. They speak Mandarin and English. My father, mom, sorry, they couldn't speak of Chinese again. Spoken in, we learn in school. So language, Bahasa Indonesia. I went to it, that's how I started. Inspirational for me. The environment that I lived in time was for me to pick up languages immediately. We know that 1970s, just learning 2 languages at school. I was playing with kids who could only speak. They could teach them. It happened. Social and number 1, education system sent us to. Came. I was challenged. I became myself. I teach my daughter. Me already have the knowledge. Nearly 50 years now. But when she was 2 years old, I looked, no way. Because, okay, back and started ending my childhood. My parents do no social in the house system. At that time, we were living in Asia, which means no man. I could only have right person who can speak to her was me. So we live. And that's how I discovered inspiration. Another way, exception that my parents were able to us.